Hello, welcome. We are going to be doing a metabolic effect intermediate level workout today. So all you're going to need is a pair of dumbbells. You're going to find a way to challenge yourself. If not in this very first workout, as you're just getting used to the movements, then definitely in the follow-up workouts. And I'm going to share a video with you on how to progress and challenge all of these movements, no matter what dumbbells that you have. But do go on the more moderate side. You don't want to get hurt here. And that being said, let's make sure we get a good warm-up in. So we're going to get started with a nice dynamic warm-up to make sure we've got all the blood flowing, all of our joints warmed and ready to go. Let's do this. All right, so let's start with a march in place. Kind of a high knee. Make sure we get the breath moving. Now, as you exhale, we tend to exhale on exertion. So whenever we're fighting gravity, whenever we're doing the hard part of an exercise, and as you fully exhale, you're really going to feel your deepest layers of your core draw inwards. So I want you to see if you can access that here. So as you're marching your knees, blow out all your air. And especially as you get those last little drops of air out, you're going to start to feel your deepest core. All right, we've got that all set. So let's bring our feet nice and wide, and we're going to go side to side on this lunge here, sinking into the hips, but we're keeping this dynamic so we're not hanging out in either stretch for too long. 1-2 seconds coming on up. 1 or 2 seconds coming on up. Very nice. Weights in your heel, sitting your hips back here, stretching through the inner thighs. We're here just a few more seconds, maybe one more each way. Even yourself out, of course. Don't want to be uneven here. Awesome. All right, coming in back, feet are under you. 1 foot in front, toes lifted, and we're going to scoop down, reach for the toes, come back up and switch. So stretching through the hamstrings, a little bit of the calf as well. Reach on down, come on up. We'll do this here about 30 seconds. Feeling that stretch coming on out. Here we go. Just a quick warm up to get our bodies warm and strong for our training. Here we go. One more each way. Scoop and up. And then we're going to do some butt kicks. So just stretching out through the front of the quads. If you want more of a stretch than just your butt kick, you can certainly grab one. Front of your foot, front of your shoe, front of your ankle, front of your shin, whatever you can grab. 1 second stretch and switch. If you need that balance assist, go for it. Find it. All good. All right, just a couple more here. One on each side. There we go. Okay, awesome. Good job. Let's move into a reverse lunge with an emphasis on a hip flexor stretch. So you're going to step back, reach your arms up as you sink down, and then step back up. So almost like a baby reverse lunge. We're not going for depth. We're going for a stretch of the front of that back leg right into your hip flexors. If you sit a lot, you're going to want to do these before every workout. There you go. So we're just alternating, stepping back, reaching up, reaching up. Let's do a couple more on each side. About 10 more seconds here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Watch your balance. Make sure you have enough width. Got one more each way here. Last one. Okay, awesome. Let's get some rotation. So nice and easy twists. We will get more as you get warmed, but take your time. These first few, you're just warming up your spine. Start reaching across, a little bigger each time. I hope you put on some music for yourself so you get some nice upbeat stuff going on in the background. That always helps get you going, especially if you're not feeling it, just getting started. So just changing up my hand position here, reaching, twisting, reaching over, reaching low, wherever you would like to go, whatever feels good for you. We're here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, let's get a little bit more heat building. So we're going to go into some baby squats. So just like we did those baby reverse lunges, we're going to sit down halfway into a squat, lift the toes, stand, come up onto the toes. All right, so here we go. Sit back, lift the toes, stand onto the toes. And we're going to go back and forth between these two movements, lifting the toes onto the toes. Baby squats. Couple more here. Starting to get warmed up, especially in the ankles and feet. Highly recommend some barefoot training if you have that option. If you train in the gym, that can be a little bit different, a little bit trickier, but we're working at home today, aren't we? Here we go. Couple more here, starting to feel a little warm. Bloods are flowing. Awesome. Now we can go to a regular jumping jack here. Let's do it. If you need a lower impact option, you can absolutely take a low jack. No bouncing necessary, no jumping necessary. If you're up for it, we're here. About 20 more seconds. Take the variation that you need. Here we go. Get that breath. Core is engaged. Backed and tall in your posture. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. We're going to jump right into our strength. We're going to start with 5-minute density blocks, 5 minutes supersetting between a couple different exercises. We're going to be progressing that over time up to 8 or even 10-minute blocks. So let's get started. All right, so just so you know where we're headed today, we are going to be doing 2 exercises in our first 5-minute chunk. We're going to be doing a squat to press with dumbbells, and we're going to try as best we can to not use the momentum of the squat into our overhead press. So just to show a set here with our dumbbells will be up at the shoulders, and we are going to sit back in the heels, chest nice and tall for a squat, coming down, little pause, stand up, press up. I always like to encourage people to have this rotation at the shoulders. You do what feels best for your shoulders. If that does not feel good for your shoulders, you can do a lateral raise instead. That can be a lot more shoulder friendly. Now, our second exercise is a reverse fly or a wide row, depending on your dumbbell size. You're going to be hinging over at the hips, and you can either go a full fly with wide arms or even just a wide row, whatever you can manage with your dumbbells. The goal is going to be to keep the shoulders out of your ears, though. Keep those shoulders pressed down, away. Bring your arms as wide as you can, given the weights that you have. We're going to be doing about 12 reps on that exercise. So find yourself a timer, 5 or 6 minutes to start out. So find yourself a timer. You can start anywhere between 5 to 8 minutes this first day through. As we progress, remember, we're going to add a little more time to these blocks. I'm going to be starting with 5 minutes for today, just to show through the workout. So I've got my timer ready. Got my timer ready, and I'm going to be going to squat press for 10. Here we go. Feet are slightly turned out, coming down, little pause, stand, and press is 1. Little pause, 2. We don't want to rush these movements. We want to make that weight feel hard. 3. Remember, the goal is to get to the point of needing rest. 4. Now we have ways to do that, even if it's light weights. 5. Exhale on the hard part of your workout. Standing and pressing is 6. Down, pause with control. 7. Pull yourself down to the bottom of the squat. Up for 8. Exhale up. 9. And I've got one more here for 10. You can almost hear I do a bit of a double exhale. 1 exhale to get me out of the bottom of the squat. 1 exhale to press the weight overhead. Shaking out my grip, taking rest whenever you need to. If you're ready to jump into that reverse fly, let's go. So like I said, reverse fly, wide row, shoulders out of your ears, starting with a hinge, nice neutral spine. Here we go. Going for 12 on this one. Smooth, controlled. 3, 4, 5. Think about really reaching those arms out wide. 7. This one's going to make you all kinds of pretty faces. Once it gets hard, 9, 10. We've got 2 more. Awesome. Whew. Now you take the rest that you need. Maybe you need 30 seconds, maybe you need a minute. Maybe you're right back into squats. However you're feeling, I want you to respect that on your body. We're pushing at a 7 out of 10. We're trying to get to that point of failure. We're not trying to beat ourselves into the ground. We're trying to come back and have another workout someday, you know? I'm ready for squats. You take your time. You jump in when you're ready. We've got that timer just running. Timer's just going for us in the background. Here we go. We're getting a second set in at least today. I really like 2 sets to start your very first time through a workout. Of course, you want to challenge yourself in these sets. So make sure those last few reps are burning. That's 3. Getting a little quick myself, little pause, stand. 4. Little pause, up. 5. Come down, comfy at the bottom of the squat here. 6. Now, if you can't finish a straight set of 10 here, that's okay. Just put down your weights, take your rest, come back, and finish where you left off. Calling that 7, because God knows I can't count. 8. Whew. Whew, we're getting there. Now I've only got 2 more, so I'm going to push. That's 9. That's 10. Ooh, okay. Got a little less than 2 minutes. So I'm going to get this last round of reverse flies. I'm going to give myself 1 chance at a burnout because I've only got that 5-minute interval to work here. So let me get my flies. I'll show you from the front. We're going to hinge. Arms are in front. Shoulders down away from the ears. Pull those weights wide. Slow it down. 4, 5. At your own tempo, guys. Here we go. We're working. Just over a minute. 8. 9. Got 3 more here. Here's 12. Woo! Try not to use too much momentum. Take that rest. Shake it out till you can get a good rep. We've got under a minute now. I'm going burnout this time. You don't have to. You can certainly go for a 3rd round, but I know I want to get to the point where my legs are really fatigued here. So I'm going to be doing some pauses at the bottom of my squat on this one. I'm going to try to get 10. Here we go. We're going 10. Pausing, pulsing at the bottom. 9. Here's 7. 6. 5. 4. And then we're going to go into our regular squat presses. 3, 2, 1. Whew, we're going, here we go for squat press. Get what you can in 1 straight set. Got less than 30 seconds here. 3, 4. Maybe you have to put your weights down. I think I'm gonna put my weights down. Now I got a little bit of burnout on my legs. We've got more leg stuff to come today. Let's see if I can get 5 more here in the last 10 seconds or so. 5. There goes my timer. 4. Now I cheat a little bit. I go a little over my time. 3. Once I set a number in mind, I can't not go for it. 10. Whew, okay. So you can probably see I am speeding up a little bit. Not ideal. You do the best you can to keep a slow tempo. Rest when you need to. I'm just taking a few seconds to breathe here before we go into our next 5-minute round. All right, nice work, guys. Grab some water if you need. And then we're setting up for our next one. So we've actually got 3 exercises in our next sequence. We've got a curtsy lunge to a reverse lunge. So we're going to step straight back. Excuse me. Let's move some stuff. Our reverse lunge is going to be stepping straight back, coming up, and then also stepping into a curtsy, which is behind and to the outside. So we're just going to stay with that 1 movement. 10 total reps on each leg. I'm not going to use any weight for that today. We'll see, maybe next week I'll challenge myself even more, but that should be plenty hard, body weight only. I do encourage you to also try body weight movements without any weight. Might be plenty hard. Second exercise, we're going to have a bicep curl that comes up narrow, alternating with one that comes up wide. So you're just doing a little rotation of the shoulders to have those hands out wide versus narrow. Whenever we do bicep curls, though, we do want to have the shoulders set back. It's just a matter of whether our hands are in front here or to the outside, and we'll be alternating between those 2 hand positions, total of 12. Finally, I've got a bench here. I'm going to be doing some bench dips. For my final exercise, if you want, you can use a band. You can do some tricep press backs too. That works really well as well. Okay, we are going to get started. I've got my 5-minute timer going. All right, we're working. We're not grabbing any weights just yet. We're starting with 10 total. Reverse lunge all the way to stand. Curtsy. Oh, there's something that must beat. Here we go. So 10 total on this leg. Curtsy, nice control here. Be mindful of your knees. Any pain, you want to change up the movement. Avoid that pain. We're not going into joint pain here. 4. Lots of tension on this right side. There's 6. Mindful of your balance, so take your time, especially on shaky legs. That's it. We've got 8. One more on this leg. Stepping up, reverse lunge and curtsy. Awesome job. We've got another leg right into it. Stepping back, reverse. Stepping back for curtsy. So you don't need to go far on the curtsy either. We're just going to the outside 6 inches. We don't need more width. Just a little bit of a cross. That back foot's just a little bit to the outside. Calling this one 8. And we're stepping back for 9. We're driving through this left heel nice and heavy for 10. Oh yeah, shaky legs. Here we go. We've got our curls. Going into 12 total curls. So remember, shoulder set back, upper back is squeezing. And we've got 12 reps total. 1 to the front, 1 to the outside. That's 2 to the front, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 3.5 minutes on our timer. 8. Here we go to 12. 9. Control, especially the way down. We will get into burnout. We're not there yet. Let the weights be challenging just by tempo alone. Full range of motion. Good. That's our 12. Got our bench here. We've got our bench dips. Again, shoulders back and proud. My butt's going to be right in front of the bench. Feet are straight if you can get them. Bent if you need a little more assistance. And we're going to keep those shoulders back and proud. Lower down and lift. 3. We're going for 12. 4. Keep those shoulders squeezing back. Shoulder blades back. 6. Halfway. 7. You take rest when you need. Exhale up on that hard part. 9. 10. Shoulders back and proud. 1 more coming up for 12. You might be resting. That's all good. We're going in 1 more time. We're about halfway through this, so we are going to get 2 full rounds. I'm committing to it. Here we go. Making sure you have enough room. Checking around you for your lunges. Here we go. We're right on it. Stepping back, curtsying back. Now, you can work on the burnout of specific areas if you choose. So if you really want legs, you might be pulsing here. Or you might say, hey, I've got to come back and do this workout next week. I'll be doing the pulses next week. Here we go. That's 6. We're going to 10 on this side. We like these because these add a lot of tension without a lot of weight. Last one coming up. Now, if you wanted to pulse, it's going to be fun. It's good to have things to look forward to. You got curtsy here, 10 total. Big step back, drive to the front heel, curtsy back, front heel for the reverse lunge, keeping that heavy in that front working leg. On that 6, and up. 8, 2 more. Big step back, heavy front heel, all the way over here. Woo, awesome. Okay, let's do it. Adding pulses and pauses if you want them. I'm going through just a straight set here. Curl, control, and then wide. Curl with control. Narrow to the front is 3. To the outside, 4. Here we go, guys. Squeezing those weights up, controlling back down. 6. Squeeze up 7. Squeeze up 8. Shoulder blades proud. Her chest is proud and tall. Shoulder blades are squeezed back. I want to say this is 11. And out wide. 12. Woo, that's getting tricky. We've got just about 30 seconds. We're going to finish up this second round today. You want to add burnout? Go for it. Proud of you. Keep it up. Let's do it. Getting my 12 reps here. Shoulders rolled back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Feet as straight as you can handle. Here we go. Now, if you have to stop to rest, that's okay. That means you're really challenging yourself. That's not a bad thing. 6, almost there. 7, finish strong. 8, you've got less than 10 seconds in this 5-minute interval. We've got 2 more here. Timer's off, but we're finishing the set. Woo, awesome. Nice work, nice job. Activity completed. Okay. Bulk of the workout is done. We've just got a little bit of core we want to finish with. So we're going to move into what we call dead bugs. And I do like to use either a weight or a band when I have the option for my dead bugs, because it's really nice to have a little bit of resistance to give you some feedback as to where your body is in space. So as we set up here for dead bugs, we're going to be holding the weight overhead. And then from overhead, we're reaching it back literally overhead. So instead of towards the ceiling, we're reaching it to the wall behind you or above you. Now, from there, we're going to hold that weight there. And what you'll notice in this position is that you have to engage your core in order to keep your lower back flat, in order to keep your rib cage down, in order to prevent overarching, which is what we're doing here. So we are going for 10 to 20 total reps here. And we're going to alternate leg lowers in 3, 2, 1. We're going to lower and lift. You can leave your dumbbell set, or you can move it with your legs. Here we go. Your workout, listen to your body. Exhale up, 9, lower, exhale up for 10. I think I got 20, here we go. You can do it. 12, if you want it even more challenging. Crunch up and then add those arms. 13, here we go. 14, really use your core, use your breath here. Without straining your neck. Last set. Last one. Whew. Great work. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. We got one more and we're done. First, give yourself a little stretch for your abs on your belly side down. Just a little press away. Always feels so nice. Last exercise, we're going to use our friendly little Pilates ball here between the knees. We're going to be doing a staggered glute bridge, but squeezing this ball between your knees the whole set. And when we do staggered, remember, kind of that in between. It's not a 2-legged bridge. It's not a single leg bridge. It's just very little weight on one side. So squeeze the ball between your knees. I'm going to be working my left leg here. I've got little to no weight on my right foot here. And let's get about 20 here as well. In 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Squeeze to the top. Keep those knees squeezing together. Think about lifting the pelvic floor. Abs are engaged, drawing inwards. Down and up. 6, 7, 8. Here we go. 10, lots of blood flow to the glutes here. We want to feel each glute working independently. Also engaging the inner thighs to help out with the core strength. Calling this 14, 15. Feeling the left glute, you should be 2. Here we go, about 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right, we got to match it on the other side. So switch that staggered foot, that offset. Most of my weight is coming off of this right leg here, digging through this right heel. Here we go. Thinking 20. If you need to tap out earlier, that's okay. You'll build up to these. 3, 4. Make sure you can feel this glute working. 6. Inner thighs are going to feel this too. That exhale helps abs draw in. Finish strong. 10 more. Here we go. Last 10. 9, 8. Almost there. 6. Here we go. Great work. Finish strong. 4. Last 3. Finish. And 1 more. Fantastic. Awesome job. We did it. You're done. Give yourself a high five, a little pat on the back. Don't forget to write down what you did today. Get a little bit of a static stretch here, anything you feel you need. Hamstrings, hip flexors, glutes, quads. It's all good. Take what you need. Spend a few breaths in each stretch for our static stretch. Don't forget to, like I said, write down what you did so that you can come back and do a little bit more on your next workout. If you have any questions on this, you need any other modifications, please do let me know. Leave me a comment, shoot me a message, and I'm happy to help. I'll see you on the next workout, guys. Have a good one.